Hello, my name is Amanda Martin, and I am so excited to share with you all why I have chosen San Diego State University as my top choice for studying marriage and family therapy. At this time, I believe that I have many of the necessary qualities of a competent mental health professional, and thus I am prepared to study in this program for the fall of 2023. I believe my most notable contribution to this field is my inherent creative nature. I enjoy creating processing activities for clients who I work with that might have trouble opening up or digging deeper when it comes to certain topics. It is essential that counselors have tools in their metaphorical toolbox in order to deal with diverse clients in a multitude of different situations. For example, here's one of the processing activities that I like to do with my clients. It's called the feeling jar, and here is said feeling jar. Additionally, I have so many other of these processing activities that offer a creative outlook and also a great opportunity for my clients to take a second and stop in treatment, reflect internally, and then share externally within the group or in one-on-one therapy. Being creative allows me to be flexible and adaptable to many different therapeutic situations that I might encounter. Another contribution I bring to the field is my current work experience in a fast-paced crisis stabilization outpatient program. This partial hospitalization program has provided an environment to work alongside clinicians and psychiatrists very closely in creating treatment plans and safety plans for youth who are experiencing suicidal ideation, self-harm tendencies, substance abuse, psychosis, and unfortunately the list only continues. In this position, I really find the most joy in the direct care component, building rapport with these youth. But on the other side, I also have formal trainings on the health information regulation, consents or release of information, referral processes, treatment plans, incident reports. I think this experience enables me to see the whole of a clinician's job and a therapist's job. The direct care component is usually what draws people to this field, but understanding the work that goes on behind the scenes is also very crucial to realizing what it takes to be a competent mental health professional. My passion for pursuing a career as a mental health professional is rooted in empowering individuals and families that might initially be resistant to treatment. I do this by fostering my philosophy of the unconditional care model. I'm so passionate about providing care to clients despite their background, but sometimes this can be difficult because of our own biases. So what does this mean? What does using unconditional care mean? For example, oftentimes people will be discharged from residential treatment or outpatient facilities for exhibiting the same symptoms that initially brought them to treatment in the first place. So using language such as the client is difficult to work with or the client is resistant to treatment can oftentimes hinder their ability to get treatment in the future and the willingness for future clinicians to work with this person. So some of us might know the saying that the hardest people to love need it the most, and I kind of use this philosophy when dealing or thinking about these clients that might be considered as more difficult. So ultimately, my passion lies around using this client-centered language to promote unconditional care for the people that truly need it most and need to be seen. So finally, what I want to learn most in San Diego State University's counseling program is the influence of culture and background on mental health. So San Diego State really stands out among other programs because it recognizes human interactions are subjective and are shaped by the psychological experiences within culture and historical contexts. One of my greatest areas of interest lie in the relationship between the microsystems, mesosystems, and macrosystems, and that influence on the individual. So I understand that I need to learn more about the relationships between the individual and the systemic perspectives in order to have a diverse practice. Specifically, I am a white woman, and I recognize I hold privilege in this field. I'm currently working to educate myself on the history of marginalized communities. I am currently a facilitator of the Diversity, Equity, Inclusion group, a member of Upend, which is a group that aims to learning what it means to actively divest from white supremacy culture and engaging in anti-racist practices. Despite my efforts to educate myself on this topic, I do recognize that this is a point of growth I must continue to address. I do believe that San Diego State will host an environment to directly participate in the dismantling of sociocultural and socioeconomic oppression that systemically produces social injustices and inequalities. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch. Bye-bye.